Christmas season, we must share to all brethren the message of Christmas. I'm speaking as though I'm a Christmas celebration. Listen, we have a Christmas message, and it is progressive revelation. Remember, every counterfeit in the world of the devil has a counterpart message from God. And the Christmas message is many subjects, many topics. It intertwines with many of our present revelation. Salvation. Do we celebrate birthdays? So, one topic is, that was not written here, birthdays. I have a track of this, if you have read about it. What is the true birthday of Christ? What is the right celebration of a birthday? How should we look at our birthday celebration? I'm not discussing it here. I'm just writing down additional topics. The three wise men. Is it really three? What is actually three? What is three there in the Bible? Three gifts. So the three gifts has a message. Go. Some EndtimEnglish believers knows it. Some denominational messengers knows it. The gold, the myrrh, the frankincense. It's in the book of Revelation. Of course, Brother Branham was influenced by three. So he mentioned three. Lumawig, in Mountain Itifuga when you were there, he said three kings. He was correct. No, that's wrong, not three kings. Oh, sorry. Three wise men. Still three. So, the type here is the wise men also. What does the wise men represent? Then you go to the wise and the foolish. Did you know sun god? Who is he? Tammuz, Baal, Nimrod? That's the story about that. When did December 25 celebration start? From the Tower of Babel. Hanukkah. How many knows the meaning of it? Let me test you all. Brother Neo, what does Hanukkah mean? Brother Jay, what is Hanukkah mean? What does Hanukkah mean? Okay, Sister Nika, what does Hanukkah mean? Again? Someone stole your food, okay? Did you steal her food? Did you coach her?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Dedication? Rededication of the temple. Rededication. Rededication of the temple. The meaning of Hanukkah is dedication. We call it rededication because when did it start? The feast of Hanukkah. Fred.
The feast of Passover.
Wrong. Brother Fern.
Where it came from?
Fern. Look alike of Gerald. Fern.
The dedication of
Can you
Jesus
repeat your
Christ.
question?
When did Hanukkah feast festival start for the Jews?
Peace of life.
Huh?
Peace of life.
When? Just give more details.
Temple.
Additional detail. Give us additional detail. Brother George. When and how?
When and how?
December 25.
And how?
No.
By whom?
By
Lie?
I know.
wait a minute.
Okay, label you the answer. He wants to read it.
Ganyan.
Okay, Liloy.
Second century of
Who administered the festival lights? Seems like
I know.
who is the hero? So Antiochus Epiphanes facilitated the Hanukkah celebration in the temple.
No.
Antiochus facilitated.
Maccabee's brother. Maccabee's brother. They are street
Which
fighters.
brother?
John, one.
There is the Mattathias. There is the Judas.
Judas
There's the
Maccabees.
Simon.
Judas Maccabees.
There's the.
Atatias.
Matatias.
Ano yun? What?
Matatias.
I gave you multiple choice. Why did you answer Mattathias?
Brother Erickson.
He was already dead,
Really?
right?
But
He was
brother,
already dead when they
brother
took back the
Erickson,
temple.
Matatias, Maccabees.
Mattathias was already dead when Judas
And also
and
John.
Simon was able to take back the temple. Now listen. Did you know
Judas Maccabees.
the rededication of the temple has a time in the tribulation? If you can get the tribulation period
In
chart,
what part?
get the tribulation period chart. I'm going to draw it here, but you get the chart. This is the tribulation period. There is 75 days extra. In the 75 days extra, there is 30 days for Armageddon, and there is 45 days for the cleansing of the temple. The cleansing of the temple in the tribulation period is what Jesus Christ was talking about. He did not say cleanse. He said the abomination in the temple. When Christ said abomination of the temple, he was referring to, check if it's perfect. He was talking about the man of sin sitting in the temple of God, showing himself that he's God. This is also a Christmas message when he takes over the temple.
Between
Yes.
last part of verse 3 now.
No, it's just not last part. Beyond the last part, there is a 75 days extra.
Oh,
The 75 days extra is divided between 30 days.
Last part,
and-
last part.
Armageddon, this is beyond. This is the last part. This is first half, this is second half.
Yes.
Now, beyond the second half, beyond.
Beyond,
Yes, beyond it. There, what we call an extension. 75 days extra. This is what they call it, 75 days. Now, I will quote you Daniel. Daniel chapter 12. He says, from the time that the sacrifice will be taken away,
in the oblation,
and the man of sin set up, or oblation taken away, and sin, I forgot the exact word. The man of sin set up, or the abomination set up, shall be 1,290 days.
90 days.
So this is 1,260, one half. So 1,290 is extra 30 days.
30 days.
That means say, here in the extra 30 days, the abomination is still there. What is happening in the world? It's Armageddon. Now, here in the last 45 days of the 75 days extra, but blessed is he that cometh to the 1,335 days. That is extra 75 days. So that is, after 30 days, another 45 days. What is happening here in 45 days? Separation of the sheep and goats, the killing of the goats, and letting the sheep enter millennium. And during this time is the cleansing of the temple. So what happened in Daniel chapter 8 in Antiochus is just a mirror prophecy in the end time. And this is a Christmas message. Why is this a Christmas message? Hanukkah is a Christmas message. This is, when the Jews are celebrating Hanukkah, they're foreshadowing this.
Francis,
Could you come nearer? At the back of line. Sit down.
during the reign,
Check, I'm
the
already
reign
said
of
that.
Jesus Christ, there is also a Christmas celebration.
No.
The Christmas celebration must be celebrated
Not
again.
celebration. Message. The message about Christmas involves Hanukkah. Hanukkah involves
or like a type of Christmas party during the reign of during the Jesus Christ cleanse yung the 75 days.
So this
cleansing.
type the Hanukkah.
45 days.
Type the Hanukkah.
45 to 75.
The cleansing.
75 is the total. 45 is the portion where cleansing
Cleansing the
takes
temple.
place.
That's 45.
But how did I know cleansing is in the 45? Because of the abomination is
The
until
45 days, you can call that Christmas celebration or cleansing of the temple.
Cleansing, that is rededication.
Not Christmas.
No, I said
No.
Christmas today, the world's Christmas, we have a message. We have to tell them this message because we ignore this message. People don't know about Christmas. Let's put it this way. There is a worldly celebration and a worldly message, a counterfeit message. We have a progressive message. As they take the opportunity to evangelize others take the opportunity to grow more worldly. Daniel 12, he that is sinful, be sinful still. We should take this opportunity to share what is the message of God about Christmas. We are exposing. We have subjects that the denominations already know. About Nimrod, the sun god. But there are many more revelations. Example, when was the birth of Christ? What is the real birth of Christ? What is the real birth? Brother Freddy.
Either October or September.
Not date. What kind of birth is the real birth? Brother George.
April.
Got close with the date, but what kind of birth? In April. Yes, April is the real birth. The birth not just of Jesus Christ, all other saints. What kind of birth? What kind of rebirth? First Colossians 1:18. What is that? Brother Mio,
Transit ko lang sa Tagalog namin.
rebirth is going back to life again. Adam was formed out of the ground.
New birth. New birth.
Resurrection, everyone say resurrection.
Resurrection.
It's not a hard word. It's like this. People never realize your real birth, your real creation in the image of God is from the ground. The original plan of reproduction is there. So, how did Christmas get into the picture? Because of the birth of Christ. They claim it's the birth of Christ. Then we go to the real birth of Christ, the physical. Then we go to the spiritual, the ultimate birth of Christ, which is the ultimate birth of humanity in the image of God. You see that? There are many topics here. How do we celebrate birthday? So maybe connecting to the how do we celebrate? Because we are different from them. We should not keep our mouth shut. We should not allow them to just celebrate their worldly ways. I've seen young people celebrating in carnival. Eee! I wonder if you saw them. Maybe one day we can show them. Have you seen that in Facebook? They're celebrating in carnival.
Yes.
All our young people. Now, no one spoke anything. Everyone said, no one is adopting parents. Did you know that it is wrong to let your children celebrate like the world? We have to play catch up. If we will be stewards of God's revelation, this revelation, we should prove to God that we are worthy to carry this revelation. Because God can take that revelation from us. Because we're not doing anything about that revelation. We're not telling our parents here, even within this church, what should they should be doing? They're allowing their children, if not going to the carnivals, among each other, corrupting themselves, to their relatives, having vacations, having picnics, swimmings or whatever. They don't have any spiritual plans for training. Okay? But you have outreaches, you have Bible studies. Then, I call on all of you. Why are we reviewing all the revelations about Christmas? Because we are lagging behind. This has been revealed to us several years ago. But we are not spreading it in the families. Okay. What other topics? How do we celebrate? How do we celebrate birthdays? How do we celebrate Christmas? What else? You know the topic about the star in Bethlehem, the priest, Herod. There are many types and shadows there. There are many hidden revelations there. And there's an application in our lives. Communion 2006.
Can you explain what is the star in Bethlehem?
You share the star. Can you get the star church ages? I'll show it there. The star, you show it in the camera. Okay? The star in Bethlehem represents the star messengers. Then you go to the explanation. There's a bigger star. There's the bigger, and there's the smaller star. The bigger star is just stay there. Just show it in the camera. Show the star messengers. So the star messengers, point your fingers. Okay? The star messengers are represented by star in Bethlehem. The wise men are represented by the wise virgins. Brother George, can a star in Bethlehem far off be enough to point you to the Christ child? No. So what do you also need aside from the bigger, higher star? The lower star. The lower star is the fivefold, wherein she is not famous, but he holds the deeper revelation. He holds the details. Brother George, Brother Freddy, can the star up high up above, you see high up above, help you find the house? No. So, you cannot go into the smaller street alleyways, Iskinita, by the high up star there. You need that star to go down. Amen. That's the only time it leads you to the Christ child. Another topic about the star, scientific nova. Have you heard of the supernova? They say the star they saw was a supernova. Did you remember my explanation about the Earth? The Earth is turning. So if they saw the star from east to west, if it's a literal star, will it still be there every day?
No.
It will move, right?
Yes.
It's not a north or south star. It's
But
a
like-
star east and west star.
Like the morning star. The morning star appear only during
Morning, in dawn.
Yes, dawn.
Then it will disappear.
Yes.
But so, it cannot be a natural star, a supernova, because as the Earth turns, it travels from east to west. When the Earth turns, when the sun rises east to west, the same with the star. Please speak English.
Dilindi. Smell good. Dilindi.
Okay. So, now, so what kind of star, Brother George? The star they saw, whether high or low, what was that?
The messenger.
No, it represents the messenger. But literally, what was that star? You know what was
Angel.
it? Angel! That's why we call it angel messengers. The Christmas message brings you back to the church ages. Every star messenger is a famous star that leads you to come out from your previous denomination. Then the smaller star leads you into more details. The star represents angel. Literally, the wise men saw an angel. They see it as a star, but Who made the star appear like a star? It was an angel. When it came down and led them to the Christ child, was it a ball of fire, literal ball of fire, like a ghost, a phantom? No, it was.
Man. The fivefold.
It's a type. You're talking about type. Actual. Is that an actual being, that star that went down and
No.
reappeared?
That's not actual star.
It's not a real actual star.
No.
What is it? Is it a real being? It's a
Real being.
what kind of being?
Man.
You're talking of type already. Not the actual. I'm asking about the actual being. You already answered that. The same answer with the higher up star. Stars are angels.
Yes.
So the lower star are also angels. They're also angels. The angel came down. It's just simple as that. There's a mighty angel.
Yes, but not an
There is
spiritual
a
angel.
seven angel. The mighty angel is a major star. The seven angels is a minor star. The seven angels in the church ages are a major star messenger. And who are the smaller angels? We have angels beside us, guiding us.
Amen.
And in real life, you're talking the life and shadow. Man can show you we need each other. Judge counseling ministry. We need to adapt each other. John said, the angel which showed me these things. What is the message to us? The message to us is, we need to show each other these things. The church will never understand all the revelations if there is no sharing. That's why I'm always emphasizing. During our break time, do not waste the time. Share to each other, interview each other, reckon each other what they know. Can the pulpit fulfill the needs of spiritual food of all our brethren? Is the pulpit enough to preach everything that they should know about God, about the Bible, and all the mysteries? Is the pulpit enough?
No.
No, it's not. Once a week, 1 hour. So, that responsibility falls into all your shoulders after the service, after the pulpit. It's in your household. That's the message here. That's the message of the star. That's the message where the wise men will be brought. If we don't have a star here in the church, the angel which showed me these things, we don't have wise men here in the church. You see? That's why I said, if you're not gonna be a good caretaker of God's revelation, God will take it away. And check the brethren. They almost forgot what was preached 10 years ago. They forgot even the basic things. Examine them, okay? Admonish each other. Remind each other. Exhort one another. Okay. What other topics about Christmas do we have? Christmas tree. Christmas
About
tree.
caroling.
Christmas tree has a
About
deep
caroling.
message.
About caroling.
Caroling is just practices, Christmas practices. This is like, what should we be doing? Can we carol? What do you mean by carol? Carol means song.
No.
Caroling means singing.
Singing.
It's just another English word. But we Pinoys, where we have misused the word to mean as singing for money. Okay? Singing for entertainment.
Yes.
But praise worship in the church is caroling.
In the church.
Even worldly songs can be called caroling. So, let's talk about Christmas practices, caroling. Can we take advantage and evangelize? We can.
Yes.
We can. The Christmas tree. Is there a deep message about the Christmas tree? Is there a Christmas tree from God? What about the literal Christmas tree that they're doing in their houses? There's also a deep message about it also. It goes to the tree, the bride tree, the tree of life.
About
So there are many revelations hidden in that. I tell you, even if you preach all the subjects we know, it's not enough. That's why in the households, you should help out. You should visit each other. You should talk about it.
What about purposes? What about the burial of Nimrod? They can grow a tree.
Fine.
So that's where they got the physical Christmas tree. We can quote it from the scriptures. The Protestants have already done that. But the sad thing is, even our ordinary members do not know it. Some Baptists know it. We don't know it. Some Armstrongs know it. We don't. Some of our members, most of our members don't know it. We have a lot of ministry burden in front of us. We have a big burden in front of us. Our own brethren, we have to share to each other. So, Brother George, you can visit Sister Nina again and share to her about Christmas. Example, for instance, she was a previous brethren. How about other brethren here? Sister Linda, near your place, Lord. Who other brethren in Tagisan, in Tagalog? Talk about it. Ask the parents, ask the children. How many years are the brethren here? How many years is Sister Joy here? How much does she know about the message? I remember there are many Christmas seasons in this church that people hardly talk about it. But are these messages important? It is important because our brethren are carried away by the world. Some Protestants are not carried away. Some message believers are not carried away. But our brethren are carried away. How did I know that? Because they let their children go on a vacation. They let their children play the carnival. They let their children receive gifts or what. So they don't have any agenda for God. Only get the benefits of the season. It's really good. So, we have to act. We should not relax. Okay?
Christmas celebration is like water. You will.
You cannot prevent them.
Yes, like the water that
Flowing. Yes. So, as the Christmas celebration goes, we have to give our message.
It is
At least they must
very
know.
difficult to
Prevent. We're not going to prevent them. We must give them the reason why. That's why this is significant. This is a world culture event. Okay.
Question. How true is that Simerami says that my husband child resurrect?
Because she deceives the people. She has to deceive the people. Nimrod never died. Like Jesus Christ. So, he just slept and he will be resurrected in the form of Tammuz. Let me continue. That's why there are Christmas balls. That's why when you see the sun come out on December, that was December 25,
Yes.
you know that your son, your God has reborn, so you hang balls of holly, in the houses, in the trees.
Oh,
That's the sun God.
It's the story of Nimrod that Semiramis tell the people that they will live again. How about the story of Melchizedek or Shem that he cut
Nimrod.
Nimrod
It's very scattered
away
to other parts of the empire.
What?
It is very possible that Shem, listen, it is very possible that Shem cut Nimrod up and spread it in the empire. Because what happened after the tower? They spread out in fear. So it's just a Semiramis trying to get her job back or get the people back. But she didn't get everyone. The people really spread out. So it is very possible that Shem chopped up Nimrod. It's very possible. And remember, Shem is anointed. Nimrod has many minions. But why did the minions fail to apprehend Shem? Because Shem has a supernatural power. That is a hidden mystery only for the initiates to understand. Of course, for other message believers, they're close to it. Okay? Come here.
Question.
Please come here.
Why that is Nimrod?
Because Nimrod led the worldwide, similar to Christmas celebration. During that time, it's almost worldwide because people are gathered in one place. It's a corruption of the people. The people, if God will not intervene, the people will enter the spirit realm like the angels.
Nimrod is famous to the people.
Yes, because he was a political figure. He was a hunter. He saved people's
Great
lives.
A good leader.
Great
Political leader, earthly leader.
Earthly leader.
But he led the people into corruption.
Yes.
He led the people into sin, idolatry,
Idolatry.
fornication. Okay. So what we see what result today's world culture, its celebration, started from Nimrod. Okay. Okay. So
Next topic.
another topic. How many minutes, Sister Life?
31.
Good, 30 minutes only. Okay, Brother Freddy can give his 70 weeks. And I also have a message about 70 weeks also.
Ano? King Kat.
Cut.
Hanggang ako 17.